Arsenal 1, Newcastle 0. Massive performance, massive game. We just needed the win. Back to winning ways. That's all we need. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the channel. Welcome to the Arsenal Stand. And my name is Mr. Laughter, or you could call me Francis. But thank you so much for joining the stream as well. And we are going to talk Arsenal today. And it has been a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful week. And other than that, the game is won. I don't care whatever people say. Like I said yesterday, if you give me a 1-0 0 till the end of the season, I would take it. So I'm going to take it as it is. The performance wasn't crazy. We didn't do something crazy as well with the ball. But my man, Eze, is always the man that always and always the magic man in the Arsenal squad. Man of the magic, how we can call him. He came out with a screamer, the best goals of I mean, arguably some of the best goals he has scored actually in the Arsenal jersey. And I know he has already scored 10 goals this season, just coming, to the Arsenal and doing his job as he always done for the Arsenal team. But thank you so much, guys for joining, and we will dive into a lot of things. We have so much to talk about in this particular game, guys, and there are a lot of things that we will discuss. There are a lot of things that also you guys know that Arsenal has really, really gotten back to the top of the table, which is massive. That's all we needed to start this particular week on. I mean, with this weekend, when the second week comes, as you guys know, it's going to be another massive Champions League game that is semifinals. I think that one has been put under the radar a little bit, but now it's time to turn to the Champions League against Atletico Madrid, which is going to be massive. We also do some little, we will do some little, discussions on the week as on during the week as well on that same particular topic, game that is going to be massive again in Real Madrid. So we will talk about that. But the main thing, guys, we have got the 3 points. That's all I wanted. That's all I needed. I needed at least to get back to winning ways, because the situation that we had been in, the situation that we had in every single part of the game this particular month, man, has been, shambolic, has been crazy, has been demoralizing, frustrating. Every single aspect of this game in this particular month has been, has been so bad, in my opinion. But 2 wins in this month, I take it. When it's gonna take me to the next level, if it's gonna make me, finish first, I take it, guys. I take this particular win. I know we are gonna we're gonna talk at some of the players, man. We're gonna talk at some of the injuries issues also that we saw in the match. We're gonna talk about what Mikel Arteta said about red cards and stuff like that. We'll also talk about what Odegaard said after the game, what Eze said after the game. So there are a lot of talking points, and also put in your comment, put in your question. My question today is, what was your thought on the game as well? How would you really rate this match? Matches, in the stadium, there was a lot of nervousness, and a lot of people really not fancying the kind of corners that Arsenal has really played against Newcastle. Because I think, I mean, I'm gonna let me just go straight to it. Like, Newcastle United has so many good players, and they have performed. I know the season hasn't been good for them, but also I know they do really, really well when it comes to defending corners. And a lot of Arsenal fans were so nervous when Arsenal, instead of whipping the ball straight into the boxes, they were doing, a different style of, starting, corners where you starting a shot, in other words. But a lot of fans were like, why do you have to do that? Like, everyone was, grounding, and frowning and like frustrated with the style. But Eze turned out to be, that corner was meant to be done like that. If you remember the first leg we played Newcastle as well, that was the same style of football that we played, against Newcastle. We were having short corners as well, and because they have Dan Burn, they have Nick Pope, they have like these tall defenders in the back. I think Arsenal found it a very, very, it would be very easy for them really to play, short corners, and kind of whip the ball after they have actually drawn the players away, which was a really, really good tactics for me. But many people were frustrated in the stadium if you were to, you know, uh, listen to a lot of people that after the game saying they weren't actually trusting the why Arsenal, instead of whipping the balls on, always they score using that same method. Why did they had to go short corners? I think it was a good strategy for me, and it gave us, the first corner wasn't great, the second one wasn't great, and the third one gave us the goal. And I think as long as the performance wasn't great to me, guys, I believe that there are strategies, there are ways that sometimes you need to, implement in certain games. And, Arsenal implemented this style, and Jokovic, the corner master, I would call him the set piece master, has done it again. He has done it again, which is massive. And we have to appreciate that. Yes, thank you so much, Guna Gomez. Thanks for joining. Thanks for joining. Thanks for joining. One love to you. Let me know what your thought is about the game and put it right there in the comment. But thanks for joining. But anyway, we have to like see this and get to get to realize what are some of the things that Arsenal did so well in this particular game. I know it wasn't like this massive game, massive performance where everybody played. If you compare the two performances, actually the one that they played at Manchester City and this one is totally different, in my opinion. We weren't like really, really attacking like the way we did against Manchester City. We played so well at Manchester City, but today my only issue is we didn't take some of the, our players could have done much better to score. We didn't kill the game as fast as we could. Had we gotten two goals, that would have been, a very good cushion for us for in the first half. We had two good chances in the first half. Even in the second half, Gyökeres, man, I'm going to talk about Gyökeres again today. This man needs some moments for himself because he is not the guy that I think we play best when he's on the pitch at this moment. He's a goal scorer, for a prolific. I think if it comes to scoring goals, he's great. But when it comes to link up play, Gyökeres, we need to sit down and talk about him towards the end of this stream, because I think there's certain things I have seen in this game, that if it was Kai, that one pass, he had very clear open space for Saka just to roll it to Saka, and and Martinelli was there. That could have been our second goal. And guess what? This man, as the machine, as always, the manual man, the Iron Man, he does not know how to control the ball and give the ball just straight into, Newcastle's defenders' feet, which is alarming. This man has to I don't know what kind of football he plays. I don't know if he plays well in the in the training. Like, how can you not even just a simple pass to Saka, roll it right there? We would have been two up. Gyökeres needs to change certain things. I think when Kai went off from the game, we kind of change a different style. We realized that it wasn't really the greatest style that we were playing, and with Kai, I know people hate Kai so much. Many people say, "Oh, he's not a great player," but I feel like with Kai up front, at least we hold certain games. Part of the game, we have the opportunity to keep the ball. We have the opportunity to keep, at least maintain the ball forward, and we have the link ups a little bit in the ball. I see you, man. Thanks for joining. I'm Evin. Just got here. What's talking about, man? We are talking about soccer, man. Talking about soccer. Arsenal playing recap of Arsenal and Newcastle game, man. Thanks for joining though. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't yet. If you love soccer, this is your channel. You can always come and yeah, enjoy the moment. Enjoy the moment as always, as always. All right, now let's talk about this game. Let's talk about this game, guys. And I know other people haven't joined yet. I could wait for a little bit, but we have to move forward. We have just 1 hour mostly to discuss all this. And I've put some notes here where I want to really discuss some of the key things that I believe this team did so well, in my opinion, and some of the things that I think we can still improve. First of all, I want to start by congratulating, Arsenal for winning this game, because if we had not won this game, man, it would have been tremendous meltdown. It would have been really, really crazy in the title race. It would have actually turned everything around. We would have not been, at this point thinking and talking, at least we have 3 points. Like I said yesterday, I said this much is as big as the first match that we started with the Premier League. And as Mikel also, said earlier on in this press conference yesterday, but yesterday by one, he also said, "Oh, the only thing we need is a win because we haven't been winning games for so long. My only, only pressure was at least to take advantage of this point and get the 3 points in the bag because now that gives us opportunity really to go back top and stay there and at least keep 3 points ahead of Manchester City." And the next thing is Arsenal still has a game to play before Manchester City plays on Monday, which is going to be at least if we can win against Fulham, that's another big game that we need to fully merge ourselves in it and do whatever we can to get the 3 points so that we can at least have a cushion of 6 points before Manchester City play on Monday. I know it's a lot of pressure. It's going to be a lot of games, and now Manchester City is going to, the finals also in the FA Cup. They made it there, which means the game between, Bournemouth and the game between Crystal Palace, they have to find a way to fix it somewhere because they still have to play also the finals for the Champions League, which is crazy. But the main thing is we got the 3 points. It has gotten us back to the table, on top of the table. And now we have 3 points cushion. Now, the cushion that we have now should take us to, 6 points if we win against Fulham. Fulham also won their game today, and, against Aston Villa. That was a massive performance for them. Now they're going to come to the Emirates. The good thing is that the two games will all be, played in the Emirates, which is very, very important for the title race. If you play your games, if you are given a chance to play two games at home, and the only thing you have to do is to win those games, I believe that Arsenal has a chance to go on and win this. Get the 3 points, get to 6 points, and then see what Manchester City has in their bag. Because the pressure will be there because we have won their hard games and they have to first, play their games as well because we already have 6 points ahead of them. I know it might motivate them to play well, but also sometimes when you are, far ahead, I know Arsenal has been very ahead. At the beginning of the season, we have been 9 points, 15 points ahead, but still Manchester City strived. They struggled and reduced the point to nothing. But now this is 4 games tally. Arsenal has already won one. Now we're going to the next one. And Manchester City still has 5, which is a battle, They have also games to play as well, which is going to be a very, very big title race, in my opinion. And whoever takes the advantage every single moment, I think would be really, really, tremendous in the title race. And it will give them momentum, it will give them a little bit of an edge over the other. Now that's what I'm thinking of. We have won this game. Thank you so much, Arsenal, for doing this. It wasn't a great performance, but let's keep the momentum now. Go on to Atletico Madrid, get whatever points we can get there. Even if a draw, I don't really care. As long as we don't get beat at Madrid, I will come back home and play Fulham and get the 3 points. That's what I always, that's what I'm thinking in here. If we can do that, that would be massive for this particular team. Now, the next thing is the performance today. There are a lot of players that did great things in this particular game, and there are also some players that I felt like they were not on point in this particular game. I know playing Newcastle is just so crazy because they have really, really strong players. They have players that can, stand in there and, go for it. And, the likes of Elanga coming in, Dan Burns coming in, Tonali was shooting almost from anywhere, like any angle he was on it, giving, David Raya a chance really to bounce back and do whatever he could do. And I think we did handle the pressure a little bit, much better. Much as at some point I felt like we were giving so much to Newcastle to take that chance, and we were drawing back so that we can defend that one single goal. It's not bad that we defended at the goal so that we can at least get the win. But like what is happening at the moment with Arsenal, if you go one up, the more it looks like you have to just go back down and again start defending, which beats my understanding. Mikael, even if you know you're fighting, because what we have at hand is Arsenal doesn't just need to get the 3 points. We also need to strive to score more goals so we can also have, the momentum coming in with the goal difference, because goal difference is going to be key in this part of the game, in my opinion. If we only win 1-0, 1-0 till the end of the game, and Manchester City probably in the next few games score two, score three, and they're just scoring for free, then it's going to be a different conversation. We do need goals. I think today, in my opinion, in the game, that we played, I wasn't so much bothered about how many goals we scored. I was just in the game to say, please get me a win and get out of here. Get me a win, and then we move forward. That's was my idea. That was my thought, because we needed it. We needed the win other than the goals. And if we can defend our ways back into, winning this game, whatever style of game we can do, as long as it's 3 points, this is the moment where we need the 3 points. We need these 3 points to keep going on so that we can maintain, the gap in between us and Manchester City. Because if we lose anything, if we even slide a little bit, get a draw, or maybe probably this was nerve wracking, because at the end of it, Manchester, Newcastle had those chances. They were like probably pushing us to get more goals, pushing us to get more things like this in between. And it was nerve wracking. And everybody, in the stadium were like, oh man, I wish we scored this goal. Where did you go? Second goal. But I appreciate the players. At least they got the clean sheet, and they saw it out. That's what we want. Newcastle is not easy game. It's not an easy game. Every single moment we play Newcastle, even at home or at their place, it's always difficult. But a win is a win, guys. Let's take this win and just not mourn so much about the performance for me, because I think the performance will come as we go in these few games that is left. We still need to, go on and win the Champions League. The Champions League is a little bit different, so I don't know who is going to be starting and how Mikel is going to change that with the performance that we had today. I think we deserved the win. We played well, in my opinion. It wasn't like, classic. I thought we were gonna go attacking, running, and what I like about this game is at least, you could see Declan Rice doing his thing, playing really well. Madueke checking on, people and stuff. He tried his best, and the classic boy, as a man, I hope he's not like fully injured and he's gonna miss a lot of games. I saw him after, after the game. He was walking well, nothing really bad. But Kai, I think those injuries, man. Now we're gonna talk about injuries. I don't know what is wrong with these Arsenal players, man. I don't really understand. Just let me know. I mean, I don't really understand what is going on with the physios, with Mikel Arteta and all these players. The moment every year that we need our players to be available, we need them to really show up and be there. Kai Havertz just came back, and Mikel's talked about it in the post match, saying maybe they're just like muscle problems or maybe little niggles and stuff like that. But I hope they're gonna play. Probably maybe Kai may not play against Atletico Madrid, but I think our team looks much better when Kai is on there, because Gyökeres, man, as much as I love Gyökeres, as much as he's been, our best scorers at the moment, I think we look so good with Kai up front, and we play better football with Kai up front, in my opinion. You can disagree with it. You can let me know in the comment as well if you think Kai doesn't give us what I know. He missed those chances against City, and he had good chances against City. He should have scored them, but still, I believe there's certain things that Gyökeres does that maybe Kai does not do. But also, we have that link up between the midfield and the striking line, and Kai coming back playing football. Like, you can see the difference between Gyökeres and Kai, because they're both different players. They're like different. They play differently in so many aspects. But the thing is, with Kai injured, what are we gonna do now? What are we gonna do? And Eze for sure, I think he might play against Atletico Madrid. He said it was just like a little bit of a push. He's fine. It's gonna be good from what I hear. But why do we keep getting injuries, man? What is the matter with this team? Every season where in the time when it matters so much, when you want to be there for the team and you want the team to perform well, it's just crazy how we always have injuries at this point. 4 games down the road, potentially now we have 6 games because we still have 2 games, s- against Atletico Madrid, and then we still have 4 in the Premier League. Those what is wrong with Mikel? What kind of training does he actually do? What kind of food or even like drills and whatever? Every single time a player comes back, are we rushing players back, guys? Are there players that are playing with injuries that Mikel doesn't really give them, the time to fully get you get you know get back to their level and then throw them in to play in? We know Kai had a knee problem. I hope it's not the same knee problem that actually came on him today because like I said, we look so good with him. Yoker is coming on today, man. That guy, he's a striker, of course, but it is so poor, like so poor, guys. So poor in so many aspects of the game, which baffles me so much. I wish we could have like. I feel like even sometimes when you look at the Arsenal strikers, even Shamak plays much better than Gyökeres sometimes. When you look at Olivier Giroud, his link-up play was so good. Those are strikers in the Arsenal that I thought they were not to the level of strikers of Van Persie, Thierry Henry, when you look at, Alexis Sanchez, those players were like they were skillful. They could take on players and do something. But Gyökeres, man, this guy needs. I don't know. This guy needs. I don't know. Maybe he needs a basic trainer, somebody who can teach him how to run with the ball, teach him how to control games, and teach him how to like really even be there for the team and not just battle, just battle defenders. I like the run he made, against Nick Pope, which Mikel said that should have been a red card in his opinion. He actually said Manchester City game, you know, Kai Havertz pushed by Kushinov, it should have been a red card. Now again in this game, Pop should have got, a red card. So 2 games now in a row where decision has gone against Arsenal. I don't know the validity of that. I don't know how truthful that is. But in your opinion, do you think this, Pop should have been sent off? Like, do you think Pop should have been sent off, or you think it's just um, a regular? Because if you see the game, if you follow it really really closely, I think Pop he of course got Gyökeres, but there was a defender. He wasn't like the last defender in that game. But I've seen red card given for that kind of falls in right outside because goalkeepers are allowed to come out and get the ball. But like if you tackle somebody, a yellow card like this for me, I think it should have been a red card for me. And I don't know your thought on it because if you look at it closely, he just grabbed Gyökeres from. I know it's not like going. He wasn't like going directly into the goal. Maybe that's the reason why they thought it wasn't a red card because he wasn't like fully directly going into the goal. The ball was going across and going to the side of the pitch, not like going forward towards the goal. Probably that was the thought. That's why they didn't really give the red card. But Mikhail was, mourning about it and saying decisions hasn't been going against us and stuff like that. I mean, for us in so many aspects, it's been going against us in so many, in those 2 matches that he actually lamented on it and hinted something on it. Now, the thing is, I like what Mikhail said in the post-match conference, talking about those few things. But I don't think it's something important at the moment for Arsenal to even talk about referees and talk about moments like that. The good thing is we have won the game. So why focus on referees and stuff and start bringing issues onto you, where like referees will start scrutinizing and like being, taking every single moments to like punish you and do stuff like that. Because I feel like we already have enough hate for Arsenal in all aspects. We have so much hate when it comes to so many, aspects of the game that we play. So I don't think Mikel's, um coming on really to, uh speak his mind out on the riff and stuff like that was vital for me. It wasn't even important. He kept up. He didn't talk about the Manchester City one during the Manchester City game, which I felt was the right thing. And for this one, we won the game. I don't know why he even talked about it, because the thing is sometimes managers talk about referee and then the next time you're fine, or you say the one match ban and stuff. And I know Mikel, I want my manager to be on the touchline. And with the P PL Mall or whatever mall, the referees association, sometimes they ban managers from talking about the game. Or maybe a good thing he didn't really say, oh, this referee did this or did this, but he said his decisions is that was a pure red card. If it was maybe a different team or something, like they should have given that red card to Pope. And also, the question of in the Manchester City game, I get what he was saying, giving the people understanding of how he is and things like that. But I wouldn't have loved him to talk about red card and stuff like that, because it gives the moment, for the referees to think about it. You know how Arsenal is always judged, or even games that we play, it's always under scrutiny by so many people. So I didn't like what Mikel said after the match, which for me, I mean, if you think it was the right thing to do, let me know in the comment. But I didn't like it, in my opinion. He should have just even kept quiet like he did last week. Just focus on the game and talk about the game as well. But that's just my thought. So that's one thing that I noticed in the game as well. The second thing is our fans, man. We have good fans at the Emirates, but I think sometimes the fans were massive today. They were really, really on it, and you could hear everybody was, enjoying the match when it first started. When as they scored, it was really, really, even Emirates was buzzing and everyone was jubilating and celebrating. Everything was so loud and enjoying. Now, when it comes to the mid of the game, where passes were being missed, forward passes were limiting. A lot of players were putting, side to side passes, taking it back. There are some moments in the game where these players should have just like turned around and gone forward. Kaya was getting injured, Eze being taken out. So all those mixtures of emotions and strength and stuff, I think our fans didn't handle it so well. Now, Martin Odegaard, he's the captain. He's been the captain, and the interaction between Martin Odegaard and some of the players and some of the the fans and on the pitch were not great, because he was raising his hand and saying, yes, go, 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 let's go for it, let's go for it. Like you can watch even on the recap of the game, the highlights and stuff. But some fans were not taking it because they thought Arsenal wasn't really performing that well, that Martin should have actually even raised up his hand so they can go on. I know most players, most fans went to the pitch today, went to watch the game because they wanted Arsenal to just score more than 3 goals, more than 4 goals, and just keep scoring, which I understand that and I get that. The momentum was there and people wanted us to like get those goal difference. But for me, like I said earlier, I only wanted a win. I wanted Arsenal to get back to 3 points ahead of Manchester City, because that was the main important. Like the main point of this game was to get back to winning ways. And that's what I wanted. And we got that. Now the next step is to do, if we're gonna go fight and now get the goal difference in the few games that are left. I think that now gives us the momentum, give us the courage and the energy to move forward now to go and get more goals in the next game. Newcastle has always been a tricky game for us, and Fulham also, we know they have been a little bit tricky game. They have gotten draws against us. They have beat us at some point, even towards the end of the season like this. So it's still gonna be a very difficult game. But I think for Fulham, we could maybe score 1 or 2 goals. because Saka is now back. I think he's gonna be, starting that game for sure, in my opinion. And Trossard didn't start, the game today. Hopefully, he will start against Atletico Madrid, which I think he might. So it's there's still so many things to play for. It's okay. Thanks, man. Thanks. Good morning from here. Good morning to you. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good to see you, man. Hi, South Africa. I hope you're good. I hope you're good. You're in South Africa, right? Maybe I'm forgetting, but I hope, yeah, I think you are from. Maybe let me know in the comment. I think, yeah, yeah, good, 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 man. It's been good. We got the win, and that's the main important thing. And I wanted to really to have a say on it, because it is important to get back to winning ways. It is important to get back to winning ways. Absolutely, we deserve the win, in my opinion. It was a tough game to watch, man. It's sometimes Arsenal games is just so boring, man, that you just want to sleep. But I mean, nerve wracking. Like, it's just so bad. Sometimes we had chances. We had the game was at some point in imbalance. Newcastle were on us, and we were on them at some point. But we didn't really create so many things, so many chances, in my opinion. But you know, like I said, it's a win, man. Take the win and move on. Take the win and move on, and we can see that as well. Okay, so now fans getting nervous. How can we really solve this problem where fans are in the pitch or even outside watching are like so nervous? I get we back up these players every single day. Fans are on there, in the stadium and also outside. We back these players every single. But when you're not seeing the performance coming, how can we really react so that the players feel that they're still being, appreciated, they're still being, backed up by our fans in all aspects? Because I feel like I said, this is the moment. I know we have been doing that many years. We have been supporting this team. Fans have been on it, but they don't, um, get the reward that's supposed to get. Every fan wants the trophy at the end of the season. We want to get something. Silverware should be there. But like, if you play games like this so bad and you don't really kill games, because 1-0 is very risky. Like, it's so risky in so many ways. And I don't understand why, um fans just lose it sometimes. And yeah, I mean, it's a situation that we have at hand. But like, how can we go about it? How can we solve this? And like, how can we back our teams and know that we are there for them? I know the fans do that, but like, sometimes it's just so bad where fans just start to boo, start to get nervous, keep quiet, nobody's talking, nobody's celebrating, nobody's like shouting and screaming to get the teams up, to move them forward and get those balls, kick the ball together with the team. Is that affecting the team as well? Is it, or you think it's just like something, which is one of a kind? I understand we have been supporting this team for 3-4 years with no trophies, finishing second. But like, we have 3 games left, guys, 4 games left. And the only moment we have right now, the 2 games in at the Emirates, which is going to be massive, and the other games being played, away. And I think we still have one more game maybe at home. And we should be excited to push this team. At least if we can win the games at home and then try to, go on and win some games also out, away, to help us boost that momentum. It will be massive. It will be massive, guys. But I don't know your thought about it. I don't know your thought about it anyway. All right, I see you here. Welcome, man. Welcome, man. Welcome. And hello from Nebraska, USA. Thanks, man. Good to see you. One love, one love, one love, man. One love. Thanks for coming. Good morning from here. Good morning. It's okay. I see you there. I see you there. One love to you. One love to you, guys. Yeah, that sounds good. That's wonderful. Anything new? Anything new, man? Anything new? Let me know your thought on the game, man. We are talking Arsenal here, so if you haven't subscribed yet, please subscribe. If you have just joined, give me your comment on the game and any question you have about the game. put it on the comment. We shall also get back to it. I'm just, analyzing the game and how it went and some of the key things that I felt, went well. We did a lot of good things, man. We did a lot of good things in this game. But as you guys know, doing just one thing in one game can't change everything at once. We have to get back to winning ways slowly but sure. That's how I can say it. But the first step is there. We have got the 3 points. Now the next step is to go to Atletico Madrid and win, and then probably we can have some other moments coming in the game as well in the next few weeks, and we shall celebrate. I'm very optimistic we will celebrate at the end of the season as we win the game. Now we have talked about that. Let me see. The next thing is I already talked about Gyökeres, talked about Odegaard. It was influential. Now let's talk about Eze, man. Eze. This is one guy that I think on his day is one of the best midfielders I have seen in the Premier League. Even at Crystal Palace, is this guy that is a moment guy. He turns something out of nothing. He brings, something out of nothing. At this point, I think the only player that can do something magical, like the moment player at Arsenal, is Eberici Eze. And we need this guy to be fit, guys. We need this guy to be fit if we have even if we want to have a chance to go on and win something this season. Because I don't see any other player in this squad that can shoot out of the box, take those chances and shoot outside of the box and score goals like Eberechi Eze. We don't have actually anybody, in my opinion, to do something like that in this Arsenal squad. No, Odegaard used to do that. He used to shoot outside. Granit Xhaka used to shoot from outside. Declan Rice did it a few times, but it looks like he's not doing that anymore. So the only player that if he has the ball around the 18-yard box and can make something happen is Eberechi Eze. What a signing, guys. This man has been in Arsenal with injuries, but if you see, he has already scored 10 goals this season. Very crucial goals. Goals against Leverkusen, classic goals. Then again today, great goal. Tottenham Hotspur, hat-trick, 2 goals. So he is such a player that sometimes when you don't give him the freedom, like Mikel just used to, I think maybe with the freedom that Mikel is giving him at the moment has actually helped Eze so much. And he's actually unlocked certain things in him that we haven't really seen in the Arsenal squad. And I think if we are to go and win this league, we need Eze to be fit. I was really, really sad to see him walk outside thinking it would be something really major. I hope it's not something major. I hope it's just like a niggle that is not going to stay in there for a while and then ruin, this particular run that we have. I know he said he's fine. He's gonna be available. He's after the game. He said he's gonna be fine. There's nothing really much. It was just like a simple muscle pull, and he wanted to at least not take a chance, take a rest, and get back. So hopefully he's gonna get back to Atletico Madrid and play in Madrid and give us a chance really to win this game at in the Atletico Madrid because there is no other player that can take these shots other than Madueke. I mean, other than Madueke, other than Eze. Madueke, I will get back to Madueke in a bit because he's also another guy that is having a stinker of a game in most cases. Hello from Nebraska. I think I already read that real quick. Wish we got the goal difference. Man. I mean, we will. This, like I said, today is just not about the goal difference, man. We needed the win, so I'm not worried about goal difference. Goal difference will come. It's important. I get that, but I think we needed the win. In my opinion, we needed that win to just kickstart our season and move on. Because the problem is, if we had not won that game, we know the narratives. We know how everybody was going to come out and talk. But now we have the win. We have the 3 points on. It's game on. That gives us more desire and, the confirmation that we are still here, Manchester City. We're here to go and to the wire. Let's keep doing this. The goal difference will come in some of the games. It will come. Um, I'm going to bed now. Have a good night. Have a good stream, bro. Thank you, man. Thank you for joining in. Thank you for coming in. Jandros, thank you for coming in. I appreciate you, man. Go sleep well and enjoy. Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. Thanks for commenting and thank you for subscribing too. I will see you probably tomorrow. We have streams every day, so you can join again tomorrow at this time or a little bit early if you want to be part of the stream as well. So, but thanks for coming on. Thanks for checking on us, man. I appreciate it so much, and keep it rolling. Hopefully, you rest well, and then you get to see how tomorrow comes, which is massive. Thanks for that. So, getting back to the topic, like I said, I have some few things here to address, but keep your comments coming if you have any question. The question out there is, what was your thought on the game? Like, was there certain things that you thought maybe Mikel Arteta could have done to make us, to generate more goals? Because our challenge has been scoring goals. That has been our issue for this entire week, month actually, because we haven't been scoring goals, and we like Jesper said, we need more goals. We need more goals to win this league. It's not just about scoring 1-0 to the Arsenal, 1-0 to the Arsenal. You know, we still also need probably 2, 3 goals. And I'm optimistic these goals will come. These goals will come as long as we change a certain style of play in our game, as long as we attack better and and try to get create chances. With Bukayo Saka back, I think we might create more, with also, Eze still on there and playing together with Odegaard, I think we can create more in the game as well. We haven't had that combinations of Eze and Odegaard playing together in a team. I think they might have played like only 3 games together. But this game that they played and then the one against Manchester City, we have seen a little bit of, flexibility in up front. The only thing is we have to also balance between defending and creating more assists and more goals for these up front players. It's as long as our attackers are not doing great, I believe still they have rooms, they have avenues really to maneuver and get something out of the game. Martinelli with that shot, he had that over kick, bicycle kick. I mean, I thought he was gonna score, but it was just straight at Pope. I did like bent it a little bit. He could have actually scored that, bicycle kick, which would have been really, really good. And Saka also had a shot, which was great. To see him back, I think Saka has been missed so much. When he came on for that 10, 15 minutes, I saw like the real Saka that we were missing. At least he was bang on. He was like going for it, taking his defenders. And I hope he has come back, the real Saka that we were missing, and carrying this team to the next level. We need him. We need him. That's the next thing I was saying. I was going to talk about the presence of Saka when you see him on the pitch. I think it gives more confidence to the players. It gives us more, threats up front. As long as our wingers were not actually doing so well. But when he came on, at least he tried. The only thing he could have rolled that ball probably to Odegaard instead of like attempting it. We could have actually maybe generated something out of it. And Rice also, he had a chance where he could have rolled the ball to Gyökeres. We could have had that. He drives the ball sometimes so well, but when it gets to now the final pass, that is the issue that we have in the game at the moment. But hey, Wax Wong, Alex, thanks for joining, man, Alex. Appreciate you, man. Welcome to the stream. Welcome to the stream. Hope you're good. Hope you're good. Hope you're good. I mean, you guys could have scored more than 1 goal in the cement and cemented your place up top. But I guess winning 1-0 is going to be you guys mo for the rest of the season. I mean, maybe not, like maybe not. I think there are games in there that I'm suspecting we may score more goals in. I think Fulham we may score more goals. I mean, you look at we still have a game against Crystal Palace. It's tough, but when you see Liverpool really scored 3 goals against them. That was massive. I think we might score more goals maybe against Fulham, and Burnley is still there too. I know they were so tough against Manchester City, and I believe probably we might get more than 2 goals against Burnley if we play well because it's at the Emirates. So the, we still have games where we can get goals from, like as you guys say, we haven't really beaten Newcastle more than, I think the last time maybe was like 3. So Newcastle, even if people are saying, oh, they were terrible, they haven't really been great and stuff, but they have good defense at the moment. I think they played really, really well. Eddie Howe was actually talking about it, how best they have played for a while without really. It could be down to Arsenal's poor attack, but I thought they were really good in their defense. They were keeping everything close together and intact. But it is what it is sometimes, But let's start from a win, man. Let's start from a win. It's massive. It's great. I love it that we got the win, but it's not yet good enough. It's not yet good enough. We always have room for improvement. We should have room for some few changes in the lineup and in the attack as well to give us more avenue to move and get some more goals, because we do need those goals though. We do need them, but if it is not coming at the moment, guys, what else can you do? You take the win. 1-0 to the Arsenal, as always. It will be great for me, in my opinion. But yeah, you're right. We need more goals. We need more goals. Let's see in here. We need more goals, which is going to be massive in this game. Now, before we go to the player ratings, there is another thing that I wanted to talk about here. Let me see what's in my note right here. Now, I've seen some few things about our defending. We did a great job defending today. The main person in the defense right now is Pierre Nkapie. This man, if we pay the 40 million pounds for him, I think it's a steal. It will be a big steal, because I think they've said the price is about 45 million pounds. It would be a big steal, because he was the best player for me in this particular match. He defends with his body. He gets on his man. He doesn't allow his man to really even dribble past him. So he's a complete player. Pierre Nkapie, if we can keep this guy fit, I think, and have Timber come back, we will get back to that solidity that we had earlier at the beginning of the season. Because I think we could win this league just with playing, having clean sheets, not conceding anything, and try to get 1-0 to the Arsenal, like you said. We could win it like that. Because I don't think this team is capable of, winning all the games. Potentially they might break at some point, but if we have a good defense where we don't concede so many goals and try to get just probably 1 or 2 goals in some of the games and keep it tight, it might help us. So in Cup today, man, he was massive. He was one of the defenders that I believe we need. We need him. We need him to be present. We need him to be very tight, because he's that aggressive defender. When you put, Gabriel Magalhaes close to him, those are two kind of close characters. Like the South American aggressiveness is all there for these two guys. And I believe our defense, if we just could score goals, and if our strikers and our wingers could just get goals for us, and we let the defenders do their job, we can go on and win this. But our defense today, I think we did a great job. It was massive. I think we kept the players. That goal, I mean, that miss from Wissa. Had that goal gone on, it would have been over, man. Had that goal gone in, I mean, it would have been the end of the season. And how frustrating would that be, or would have been, for Wissa to get that goal at that point? That's one thing that I felt like. Gabriel played him onside, and I don't know how we missed seeing him at that point. Had that goal gone in, man, we would have been having a different stream at the moment. You guys would have known. But anyway, he didn't score. It was just a very good chance he could have scored. He could have scored, but I don't know why he did not. Chicken Enjoy, welcome, man. I hope you're happy that you won, man. I hope you're happy that you won. Thoughts on Nico Gonzalez screamer today. I mean, he's a good player, man. You guys have so many good players, so many good players. Um, you guys have so many good players. I just envy you guys. I just envy you guys. I don't know when we are gonna have players who could take screamers like that. I don't really know. I mean, Eze is there, but he's the only player. But you guys have Chucky. You guys have, what is his name? Foden used to do those screamers. And I mean, you guys have lots of players who can do screamers and stuff like that. But it was massive. That was a big, big ball for you guys, and I mean, you deserve it. I mean, Southampton gave you a run for your money, which was, a good contest for you guys. I hopefully has taken some energy from you. Playing semifinals is always difficult, so I hope maybe it took some few steps from you guys and can give you a little bit fatigue. I know the team that you had, guys. We are talking about FA Cup. The team that you guys had was, totally changed, but it was great. It was great. Yeah, I think you deserve to go to the finals, and let's see who you're gonna meet. Probably Leeds. Oh, I don't know if Chelsea will bounce back. They might. You never know. So they can give a trophy for their interim manager. Also, good evening from Canada, man. Good evening, man. Good evening. Good evening. Good to see you, man. Good to see you. How's Canada? I hope everything is great. I am a Manchester United fan, not a City. Oh, I thought you were. Oh, sorry, forgive me. I thought you were a City fan. Sorry, I thought you were a City fan. I mean, yeah. Well, I thought last time you said you were City. Yeah, that's okay. Chicken enjoy. So that's fine. I believe you like a lot of chicken there. What kind of chicken is your best? Here we have Chick-fil-A, so I enjoy a lot of chicken from Chick-fil-A. If you guys know that, it's the fun. It's just a really really nice. It's kind of like a, how can I call it? Um, it's basically a fast food, but like a high standard fast food, I would say. But they're nice, so they're good. They have soft chicken. If you know, I don't know if they stay in Canada, but we have it here in the US, so we enjoy it a lot. So who's your favorite player of all time? Favorite player, Alex. Favorite player of all time. If you're saying all time means the time that I've been watching football or the time that football was like its peak before I was born, or I am not that old to think about. I know people have talked about players, the likes of Pele, the likes of Maradona, the likes of who else was there? Ronaldo, number 9. Talk about who else was like in those reign where maybe Dennis Beckham, who else? There was this guy that I like so much, Di Natale, I think he's from Italy. That was a great guy as well. And if you talk about you know, I think there's one player from Italy that I'm forgetting. It was pretty. It was such a good player. They won the World Cup in 2-6 against France. It was massive. I forget his name, but like if you're talking about those moments, I think for me, I would give it to Pele. But I know Maradona was really a good player too. But I think Pele had his own magic. He had his own style of football, and I have not watched him, play. But those are the iconic players that I think they were great. But when you talk of, early 1996, 97, the Manchester United group and Arsenal group like that, I think in the all time, I don't know whether you're meaning Premier League or the world in general, but like for me, the players that I thought were really really great for me, I cannot miss mentioning Thierry Henry. Those were great guys, in the team for Arsenal. When you look at Manchester United, the Roy Keane, those guys that, I mean, those are the era where I watch football, and then when you come out to um, probably Liverpool, Robbie Fowler, those ones, they're like great guys, when you get back to probably, let's see which other team. Didier Drogba at Chelsea. That was later on in the years. Those are great strikers. Fernando Torres, great strikers. But like Ronaldinho from and Messi, those ones. I grew up watching those people, but when you're talking about all time, I don't know which one you mean. But those are some great players. In Canada, we eat uh, what is that? Popeyes. I don't know that one. I can Google it and find out later. What's that? Is that uh, is that the right pronunciation? Is it Popeyes? Maybe. I mean, let's just put it this way: who would your starting 11 be for all time? Man, that's a lot of pressure, man, to think about all these players at the moment, man. Um, they're great, great, great players, man. I can't even mention because if you leave one, people will say, "Oh, this guy was the greatest," and you leaving them out. So if you come to starting 11, my starting 11 might be totally different from yours, Alex, and yours might be different because they are great. I mean, the world has produced so many iconic players, and we cannot actually put all the 11. For me, I mean, when it comes to goalkeeping, I would basically go with Seaman, who was great at Arsenal, I believe, unless there was another goalkeeper before, David Seaman in the Arsenal, squad. But I know there was a very good goalkeeper in the reign for I don't know. I mean, Jens Lehmann would be there. Maybe what is his name? I don't. I can think of like great, great, great goalkeepers in my reign that I know. Probably if, it, I mean, the best goalkeeper for me would be David Seaman, and what is this Manchester United guy from Netherlands? I forgot his name already. I believe those are like great goalkeepers in my reign when I started watching football. So, I mean, like starting 11 for all time, man. I can't think of all the players. I would give you something that I know, but who would yours be? Maybe you can put yours, and then I can see if I really agree with it or no. It's called Paul Pogba. I mean, Pogba. No, I'm not. I'm not meaning Pogba. What was your Pogba in? I mean, Pogba was a good player, though. I mean, I feel his ego put him down because he didn't really perform. So, I mean, he did perform well. I didn't really like Pogba so much. He, I think his attitude got into his game so much that he was not really, and he wasn't that player that you could enjoy to watch. He did play so well in Manchester United. When he went to Juventus, he did great. But I think among the midfielders, if I'm talking about midfielders, I don't think Pogba would be in my midfield 11 for all time. No. Um, I was Zizou, Messi, Pilo, Dino, or R9. I mean, if you're talking of Zuzu, Messi, Pilo, and then Ronaldinho, I mean, for me, when it comes to real tactical, I mean, skillful players. When you talk about skillful players, Ronaldinho will take it for me because the amount of balls and games that this guy has actually, brought. I think, yeah, they say Ronaldinho has a documentary as a camera. I actually have to look for it. I want to watch that documentary. I don't know where it is, but I have to look. There is a Ronaldinho documentary that I want to go and follow and look at it because he's one of my iconic player. I love Ronaldinho. He plays with his, with the joy and the teeth. If you talk about footballers who enjoy what they do, it's Ronaldinho is one of them. Like he is one player that I saw. I mean, I've watched him many times growing up, and everybody playing football in my village or in my community used to, want to be like Ronaldinho, trying all his skills, all antics. When it comes to skills, I would take it. I would put it for Ronaldo. I mean, for Ronaldinho. But Andrea Pirlo was great. I think, he was also great for me. Like Zuzu was one great one as well. Those are iconic. Messi is still doing it up to now. All those players are great players. But if I'm to go with this that you have given me, I think Ronaldinho and Ronaldo 9 would take it for me. Those two were really, really great. I know the season. Yeah, some people may argue, "Oh, this period wasn't really great." great time to play football. Everybody was not like you didn't have money and people were not teams were not great, but at their season, I think, man, it was great for me. It was great for me. Um, pop, how do you call it? Pop ice, pop ices. Okay, pop ices. Oh, that's great. And then who is top of the league? Laka, 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 Laka. You are the man. Welcome to the show, man. Welcome to the show. We are on top of the league, man. Back on top, rolling it, rolling it, rolling it, and keeping it going, man. Keeping it going. 3 points in the bag, one goal difference in the bag. We can't be happier, we can be happier. We have to enjoy it. Enjoy every single moment, Laka. And then when it gets to Fulham, we will see what happens. I like I said, we needed the win. You guys gave me your predictions yesterday. None of us got it. You said 3-0. I said 2-0, and it just came down to 1-0. I knew it was going to be a tough game, but we take the win, man. We take the win with the scrap of its neck. I do take the win, man. It's a big win. When you look at April being a very terrible week for us, a month for us, I mean, we deserve that win. I mean, Manchester was so hard. So hard. Newcastle could have had a chance. I mean, could have scored their goal with Wisa. If Wisa had taken that goal, man, we would have been discussing totally different situation at the moment. But you guys already know it is what it is. So we keep it. We keep it. My captain today, at least he did some well. That's why I put him on the picture there, really screaming at Noni Madueke. What did you do, Noni Madueke? Please get back, get back, get back. Gee, I mean, Odegaard was on it today. He was screaming at Noni at that mistake that he made. I agree. Yeah, so great. Oh, you're agreeing to, I mean, Ronaldinho, I guess. Alex, my buddy, how are you, man? Great, great, great. Thanks for chatting, man. Thanks. But you guys know where you guys are going to end up, right? Where you guys have ended up the last past what was it, in 4 years, 3 years? Alex. What are you starting again, man? I thought you were with us. I thought you were in the team. So now we have wolves in the house, right? Oh man, you and Chicken enjoy it. What do you mean, man? What do you mean? Game is on. Mikael said game is on, man. This is the first game. We have started a new league and it's fresh. You know, we have just won one game one, like Mikael says. So we're still in it, man. We're still in it. Don't blow your trumpet before or don't count your cheeks before it begins to arch. That's how they say it. So if your egg hasn't really arch anything, please keep the momentum down, man. We will see at the end. If we don't win it, come back to the channel here, and you can skin us at the end of the season. But I still believe we're still there. We're still there. We're still there. I believe Manchester City won't win all their games. Arsenal won't win their games all, and then we'll come down to probably a draw that our team has got, or maybe a goal difference. But I still believe there is a team that is gonna drop some points, But luckily or hopefully wouldn't be Arsenal at the end of it. Now you know how the tune goes. Second again, ole ole, bridesmaids again forevermore. I mean, that's how the tune is, but every tune can die, like I said, you can have a very very famous song, some really really iconic songs died. So hopefully this one will die at some point, especially when you still have the opportunity to make it right. So we still have the opportunity to make it right, man, Alex. So let's keep it there. We will win, and if we don't win, man, you can come and talk about that later. But now I believe we are gonna win. Yes, brother. What is the Novi game? I mean, it was what a Novi game. I mean, it was, man. It was, man. I was that that attempt from Wisa, man. Like I don't know if you were here when I was talking about it. That gave me almost a complete heart attack. Like, how did he even miss that? Had that goal scored, man? Had Wisa scored that goal? man, I would have been down like Mikel Arteta on my knees at Manchester City. That was. I mean, it would have been. It would have been the worst time of my life watching Arsenal at that moment. At Wisak scored that goal, man. I don't know how people would have even left the stadium and everybody would be going home at that moment because I don't think we would have actually turned it around, and that would have been the end of the season. That means if that goal had actually gone in, man, I think we would have called it over. It would have been the end of everything. And I'm glad it didn't go in, man. I am so glad. But we can't keep playing like that. Our defense can do much better. That's just the belief I have. I hope they can change. They can see that. They can change it, and at least make it a little bit tighter because that was a great chance for him, very very and Gabriel keeping him onside too. I think he thought maybe he was offside, but it wasn't. He pulled out so nicely. If he had just waited for a little bit for the ball to go down before he hit it, man, that would have been a classic. I mean, a very great goal. I'm glad it didn't go in, man. I am super glad it didn't. What's up, Sax? So for you guys talking in the chat, great. Alex is Arsenal Ada. Yeah, we see him, man. He's one of the wolves that we have in the channel. I love when the wolves come in, which is great too. It keeps the stream a little bit, hasty. How you can say it? Probably, tasty. I ain't no wolf, man. You sound like a wolf, man. You're a wolf among the chief. I mean, among the sheep, man. I support a team that I has at least one Champions League. One Champions League. Which team is that? That could be Chelsea, I guess. Oh, which team is it? Oh, like the olden days of Nottingham Forest. Which team do you support? Because I know Nottingham Forest won Champions League long, long time ago. Jesse has one Champions League, right? Do they have two or one? I think maybe one. I can't even remember. Maybe Chelsea has one Champions League. I have to look it up. I don't know. I know Arsenal doesn't have it, so Manchester United has about two, I think. Liverpool probably three or four. Liverpool has won many Champions League. Which other team in the top four now that has won just one Champions League? Probably Chelsea. You can let me know. That's my guess. But you guys can't keep trading 1-0 wins. I mean, if that's what we can do, man, at the moment, I take it, man. Like I said, I take it. No matter what Manchester City does, I mean, on their games or during their games, it's like games at the end of the season like this, Alex. You take what you get. Like, just go on and take what you get. Yeah, as long as it's 3 points. What matters to me is 3 points. If somebody slide at some point, great. If they don't, we will look at something else. So I take 3 points at the moment. I don't care about more goal difference. I want points to be on in my bag. More points. We still wearing Arsenal jersey underneath. Probably was. Maybe didn't want Arsenal to lose. Keep us in the game. You're great. Probably he was. I mean, he was wearing jersey inside. I mean, I feel like a cup or 3 weeks ago, a couple of weeks ago back, it was a quadruple. Then it came down to treble. Then it came down to double. Now the next progression is a single than a goose. Alex Wong. I mean, I understand you, man. I mean, you're okay. This is a channel where you can air your opinion, man. It's great. I enjoy it. I love what you're saying. And I'm not disagreeing that we had those moments where everybody. I didn't talk about quadruple. I did not talk about quadruple like at all because I knew there's no team that has done that. I didn't talk about treble. I wanted Arsenal to do that. If it surprised me with it, but I didn't think we had the players and we had the mentality to do that. Mikael was asked about it also. I don't think this team is capable of winning quad or even treble at the moment. If we make it over the line and win the Premier League this year, I would give them a chance next season at least to win more than one trophy. Because, like Saliba said in his interview before this game, he said it becomes easier when you won at least one. Because we haven't won anything, that's the challenge. So if we can win at least one of the main, trophies, even if Champions League or Premier League, and have it in our bag, that gives a lot of courage, a lot of energy, and a lot of excitement, and and a know how to win to these players, and they can go on and do it again. And that's what we're missing in this team. If we can get something like that, man, Arsenal will play their game and will get something out. I believe me, we will be much better. We will control games, we will win games because at least we know that we have something to cheer for, and we can tell our teams, yes, you remember how you did this, remember how you won this, because that's the only thing that Manchester City has. They have a manager that has won everything. They have some players that has won almost everything also in the team. With the new ones that have come in, they haven't won anything, but they have about three or four guys in that dressing room that has won almost any trophy in the world. So that's the age that Manchester City has over us. We don't have those players. We don't have those players who can do that in our in our game. So we need those ones. We need players like that to be there in the game. Play soccer. I don't see any of your chats. What's up? What, you don't see the chat? How? What do you mean? Mm, you're not seeing my chat? No, Liverpool has like six. Man U has like three. Arsenal has zero. City has one, and I think two. I mean Chelsea. You mean Chelsea has two? Manchester City has one for sure. I think so. Yeah, Manchester City has one. Um, Under Pep Guardiola. You're right. I thought Manchester City won the Champions League like long, long time ago before Pep Guardiola also. But if you guys keep winning 1-0 and our City get 3 goals, you know, in one game that would offset your 2 games, 2 goals. I mean, I know that, but how guaranteed are you that you're gonna be winning 2, 3 goals? Look at today, man. You guys struggled against Southampton to even score 1 goal. It was only with those screamer that came on. So games like this is great, man. It's great, but I mean, I'm not saying that you did that you did. It's people like TY from AFTB who are saying those things, and he thinks there are no other best things in sliced bread. I guess he thinks. I mean, that guy. I appreciate his optimism. He's the most optimistic fan I've ever seen in my entire world. So yeah, he deserves his opinion. So I think he does. I mean, he knows what he talks about. So hopefully you will believe it. Um, I mean, I talked about Quad for the first time. Heard about Quad and Arsenal in the same sentence. I was so proud. I loved every bit of it. You're crazy. I don't know why you guys make it 23 years without winning a trophy, and maybe in the 24th of and the 25th here you guys will win one. Oh, let's see. Let's see, man. Let's see, man. Let's see, man. That's a big one. Let's see what will happen. Mean I got to give it to you guys. You guys have consistency, but it is not enough. I mean, we have been the most consistent team in the whole entire Europe, man. We have been there for all these years. We have been there, and I believe slowly we will get there. Slowly we will get there. I'm not even City fan. I am just saying like they have done this before in the past, and they won you the one you have know they know when to put the pressure on. I mean the thing is, like I said, City knows what they do. They have done it many times. So he thinks Arsenal are a bigger team than Real Madrid. Oh, that's not a great. I mean, TY doesn't know anything. I mean he has been. I mean let me not say he doesn't know anything. He knows what he knows, and he believes in what he says. And I don't want to discredit what he says. He is what it is. So who he is, I mean, but I think sometimes, teams, they have bigger teams who can do greater things. We have very, very good teams in the world. Real Madrid is one of the biggest team in the world, with no doubt, even a shadow of doubt. They are the best team to me in the world, followed by Barcelona. Looking at Manchester United, Liverpool, Arsenal, and stuff. So we have great players. Bayern Munich is there. In Italy, you could say Juventus. You could say AC Milan. Those teams that had been there and done it for many years in many aspects. They're great. We have like great teams in the world, and I don't think I mean, Arsenal is when you talk Champions League, when you talk of trophies and stuff. I don't think Arsenal is in the major teams that have won almost everything. Arsenal still need to do that in their life to earn it. We haven't won Champions League, so we'd have no budget in our jersey for Champions League. So that's a downer. Oh, Mr. Animal Shorts, thanks for coming, man. What's up? I saw your message early on. Great to see you, man. Great for coming back. Hope you're well. Hope you're well. Bro, will play like that, Fulham or West Ham. I am dropping points for sure, man. For sure. You're right. You're very, very correct. We don't want to play that same way. Fulham and West Ham, they're fighting for something. Especially West Ham, they are fighting to stay up there. Look at, at least Tottenham Hotspur did win today. They haven't won for a while, so potentially having winning breeds, like, say, breeds more energy. Hopefully Tottenham will go back again and win. They might be going down if they don't, because West Ham also, I think they won their game, right? I thought they won their game. Let me see. I even didn't check the Premier League results for this time. Let me just see all the matches here. So, what are some of the wins that we got today? Um, so we got Arsenal 1-0. We got Tottenham Hotspur 1-0. Liverpool 3-1. Fulham, actually, West Ham beating Everton 2-1. Oh, that was a great result for them. So where are they? Have they moved forward in the league? Let me check the league table. Tottenham is still down, guys, right? I rarely look at, this guy's table because I feel like they just, so we have, let's say, Aston Villa 58 points, Liverpool. I mean, Liverpool, Manchester United, they're drawn now. I mean, Liverpool is coming back, guys. They're coming back to win the league, I guess, to go at least qualify for the Champions League. But it's great. It's great to see Tottenham still down there anyway. Who cares? Who cares about them? Bro, you shouldn't even win the Champions League with Thierry Henry. You didn't, or you couldn't win. Okay, we couldn't win the Champions League with Thierry Henry, who started as the best player in the Premier League has ever seen. Yeah, I mean, their level is their level. Now it's a different level, Mikel Arteta's level. So we are in league phases. Mikel Arteta says we are in phase 1, phase 2, phase 3. We are building a project. So Thierry Henry's project was different. So we are hopeful, man. We are hopeful. Atletico Madrid can play attacking football. Yeah, they can. They can. I'm optimistic that they could win something. I mean, Arsenal could win against Atletico, but the only thing is we might go there to defend and not lose. So let's hope it doesn't go, because if they score 2 goals or even 1 goal and coming to the Emirates, they're gonna defend like for their lives. But I think the best thing is we will talk about this on Wednesday. I mean on Tuesday, probably Tuesday night or Monday night, and then we can discuss the game, because I think Athletic Madrid also have some, some few areas where if they don't improve, Arsenal can exploit and get more wins from them. So let's hope that can be there. And I've been supporting this club long before they went invincible. In the past, I have seen Arsenal go out three competition a week. I have seen Arsenal lift trophies at Old Trafford and Tottenham. Big up, man. I know, Saka. We have done it. We have done it. We have done it many times, man. I mean, Arsenal have won the most doubles in Premier League history, but that's beside the point. It will be there, man. We will be there. Bro, you guys can't fall back to the invincible season every time. The Cracker Jock trophy doesn't mean anything. Oh, man. We are the only one who is having a gold, There's no team that has a gold trophy. That's I take it. I take it if it was given to you, you would have taken it too. So it's great, guys. Now, it's been a while, man, guys. Let's just end the stream here for today. If there's nothing really much, thanks, guys, for staying on. It's been 1 hour 20 minutes now. Let's see you all tomorrow. And subscribe to the channel if you haven't subscribed yet, and be part of this channel. We will get back again tomorrow to discuss a little bit of some things. Actually, we didn't do our player ratings. Maybe I'll do my player ratings tomorrow after thinking about it, and then yeah, I don't have to do player ratings today. I think the performance were great, but we will talk about the player ratings tomorrow and some new things, and maybe we will get more information on the injuries and stuff. So we will discuss that tomorrow as well. But it was a great game, 3 points in the bag, and yeah, appreciate. Thanks, Alex, for joining. Thanks for giving your opinion and stuff. We appreciate it. And thanks for keeping the stream also lively. And yeah, we continue like that. See you again, guys, tomorrow. Let me see the last one here. I'm not saying it's not good achievement, but it isn't the greatest achievement in the club football. I mean, it is not, but which other team has done it in the world though? Like, I know Leverkusen did it, but I don't think they were given a gold trophy. I think we were the only one that has ever had a gold trophy. So we'll keep it. I don't think there's any team in our reign, maybe in our entire life, would have you know, to win something like that, go invincible in England. There is no way any team can do that at this moment. So, anyway, guys, thanks for chatting. Thanks for being. Thanks, Laka. Thanks, Chicken and Joy. Everybody who was on here, chipping out there. Appreciate your moments. And yeah, continue with the conversation and keep it on going. I will see you guys tomorrow. And have a lovely day and have a lovely night. Ciao. One love to you, go.